Hey folks, welcome back to Nugget Gully. This is the Lone Gold Miner, and I'm back Monday, digging a new test hole right there. We've been digging for the last 2 months over there. I pushed through the gully about 70, 80 feet, pulled out about 35 nuggets. Beautiful thing about the gold though, it's high purity, high 95%, 96%, and it has nice crystal structure to it, which doesn't surprise me because just 200 yards this way, there's an adit that goes into underground diggings. So anyhow, we're going to pull out some really nice stuff out of here as long as I continue on and keep digging. And, we may not get everything every day, but if we continue, I know we're going to find gold here as we did before. Anyhow, welcome back. And, I want to mention Miner Mall. She's a fellow prospector here in the California foothills of the Sierras. Check out her channel on YouTube. It's Miner Mall Gold. It's a really good channel. She's very knowledgeable on prospecting, 1872 mining all regulations. She's got a number of videos on there, a lot of knowledge there, how to get claims, how to use LiDAR on Google Earth, and how to use it as a prospecting tool. Anyhow, Miner Mall Gold, check it out, and I'm going to get to digging that test hole down there. Let's hope we get some gold today. All right, see you in the first target. Anyhow, nugget hunting still involves the shovel and the picks. There's no way of getting around it unless you have a nice Kabuto front end loader or excavator. Anyhow, let's dig some dirt. As you see there, I'm stacking rock, kind of like the old timers did. If you noticed, there's some rock right here, and what they did is they stacked rock and they threw the overburden behind there. So I'm finding through my experience digging this gully out, I understand why they did that. Build a wall, toss the material back there so it doesn't fall back down into your hole. All right, we got a first target. It's right around here somewhere. Well, it was there. Wonder if it was just a little bit of interference. No, it's right there. All right, let me dig that puppy out, see what that is, folks. Okay, it's in my scoop. It's still there. Not here. Still in here. Something interesting here. Piece of metal. All right, well, not a whole lot. Let's continue. Okay, I got the second target. So what I've done is I've dug down. I've spent an hour or two digging down and shoveling material and tossing it on that spot. So now we had that one target right there. It's trash. And let's dig that out. But anyhow, that's the process, as you see. It's not a fast process. It's just one bit at a time. Dig it, scan it, shovel it, dig it, scan it, shovel it, scan it again, and keep on going. All right, let's see what that spot is. Okay, it's in the scooper. Okay. Didn't. Something really, really small. All right, got it back in the scoop. Very small target. All right, I don't see it, but let's check. Keep checking. Still here. Look at that. It's all fine. Okay. Wonder if this is it. Yeah. It's this thing right there. Tiny little piece. Look at that. Piece of metal. All right, folks, let's continue. We'll take a little water break with my buddy right here. He's got the gold nugget. I don't yet, but I'm working towards it. All right, let's get to digging. Okay, I dug up some material. Before I shovel it and toss it into the tailing pile, I'm going to scan it because you do have dirt clogs here, and I've had many instances where I pick up a dirt clog and there's a nugget in it. All right, let's see. I think I got a target right here. All right. Let's check that out. Let me move some dirt. You never know. It could be in a dirt clog, or it could be just a small target in between. Okay, I got to move here. This is why I have knee pads, folks. Okay, it's a small target. I got to find it, folks. Oh. Could be in one of these dirt clogs. Let me check. Okay, finally found it. Tiny little bit. I spent like 5 minutes looking for it. I was a little concerned I might have lost it, which does happen. I need to fix that crack. A small nugget could fall right through there. Still in here. I see no gold. Something in here. Oh. It's this piece here. What is this? Not sure. Let me give it a wash. Doesn't look like gold. Nope. Looks like a piece of metal, folks. Yeah, I'll put it in my pocket. Check it out later. But if it were gold, it wouldn't be that color. You'd have some gold coming through there. All right, let's continue. On the positive side, we may not have gotten any gold yet. We're dropping deeper and deeper. So deeper, the better. You know, the gold's mostly at bedrock, but you never know. So let me shovel this pile out, throw it over there, and then we'll continue. Okay, we cleared dirt, and we tossed it up top, and now we're going to scan. Slowly. Very slowly. Those deep targets are hard to hear. May have a target right here. And oh, we got a target right there. You literally got to, you know, 3-4 inches at a time. You can't go too deep. You'll miss the little stuff. Wait, was that this? Yeah, I think that was this first one. Maybe not. Anyway, I think we got at least 2 targets here. Let's try, let me dig that one out a little bit. Okay, it's definitely, I took out a few inches off. We're getting a nice target there, but it's the same location where I picked up a couple square nails and tiny little bits of metal. So we'll see what that is. If you're gonna take a detector, buy a detector and look for gold, number one piece of advice, you got to dig every target. Even though I found trash right there, who knows? That could be a piece of gold. It may not be. But I'll tell you a story. One time I was digging, 10, 12 years ago in Tuolumne County. And there's this tree. There was a lot of trash around it. I kind of avoided it for a while because I knew there was trash there. And one day I pretty much, cleaned up the patch. I'm like, well, the only place I need to go to is that tree and clear that trash out. So the first target I dug out, there were a few square nails, and I dug another square nail. I put my coil underneath it and I hit a target real deep. It was a piece of gold. And then I hit another piece of gold, hit another piece of gold, I hit another piece of gold, I hit another piece of gold. And it continued until I found not 10, but 13 pieces of gold underneath that trash. So yeah, it gets tiring digging trash, but that's the game. It's a numbers thing. When you get tired, you go home, come back another day. All right, I got to quit talking and dig this. Well, there it is. A square nail. All right, the dreaded square nails. Let's continue. All right, let's hit that other second target. It's right here. We got the square nail. All right, that's down deep. Let's dig that out. I'm going to run into roots like that one there. They're a pain, but that's just part of the job. Let's take a look, see what we got. Okay, so let me cut that root. It's under the root. I just whack it with the pick. All right, it's still down there. All right, let me clear that out, folks. All right, there's the root. There's the spot. Okay, now I could hear the target. All right, dig the puppy out. See what this one is. Here I am digging this. Check this out. I mean, I'm really into some hard pack, but I've been fooled many times before. Look at that. I mean, it's solid right there. And the sounds really good. Sounds great, but hey, the only way we're going to know what that is if we dig it out. So let me dig it out. So I have that rock right there. See that rock? So the target is underneath that rock. So I have to pop that sucker up. Okay, this rock isn't budging. It's not budging at all. Very loud target. I mean, it could be a square nail. I don't know. I'm gonna have to take off my metal detector and take the pry bar, and it's gonna take me a little time to move it. I don't know how large that piece. It could just be the tip of not the iceberg, but the tip of the rock. Be right back. Don't you love it? Square nail. Gotta love it. Let's move forward. Well, folks, it's been a few hours. Got a target right here. This is turning out to be a reality hunt. Okay, let's see what this target is. Let me get my green scoop. Woo! All right, let's dig that puppy up. Okay, got it in the scoop. Let's see what we get. Oh, it's a boot tack. This is really a boot tack. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. Okay, got another one right here. Let's dig that puppy up. Let me see. Let me ground balance it. Maybe not. Okay. Just goes to show you got to ground balance it, because the mineralization is, goes from one spot to the other. Over here it may not be mineralized, but you may have like a mineralized iron spot right there. So you got to constantly ground balance it by pumping it up and down. All right. Okay, got another target right there. Let's dig it up. Okay, I must have dug it out by now. Let's take a look. Okay, it's still in there. Okay, I dug that hole. Still in there. Wow, that is a loud one. It's hard to believe that that would be even a square nail. We got to dig it to see what it is. Now, if I had a 9-volt battery and a pinpointer, I could pinpoint exactly where it's at. And, one risk you have by not having a pinpointer, you dig in nuggets, you could hit the nugget. And that has happened, and you could scar the nugget where it would reduce the value a bit. It just depends on the size. You don't want to mess a nice specimen. But not saying this is, but pinpointers are very useful. Let me dig out this thing. Hey, what a surprise. A square nail. Holy smokes. Wow. Okay, well, one thing I could hope for is iron is lighter than lead. Lead's a bit lighter than gold. I'm hoping as we get down further and further, we stop seeing iron and we see some heavier density metals. Anyway. Okay, the wrap up. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 square nails. We have a broken bit of square nail here. We have a shoe tack, boot tack. We got a little thingamajiggers there, piece of metal, and a tiny little piece of metal. That's it for today. Today's a reality nugget hunting day. This is reality, and can't get them all the time. But if you continue, you will definitely find it. If you don't, you're not going to find a thing. So we're going to come back tomorrow, and we're going to hit the same spot. We're going to go down deeper. We're picking up metal. We're picking up trash, more so than before, down at the lower ravine. I haven't picked up this much metal. So it's telling us that we are in an area where there's trash and metallic stuff collecting. It's backed up and it's collecting this stuff. Now, as we go down deeper, another layer, are we going to get into lead? Are we going to get into gold? All the way in the bottom. Come back, join my journey, keep watching, and you shall see if we find it or not. Have a great day, folks. Thanks for taking your time and watching my video, and hope you all have a good evening and a good morning wherever you're at in this world. Take care.